just watched your match. Good stuff. I was wondering, now that you officially have the part, any chance there's a role for your old pal, Riley Flash? Like maybe if there's a grizzled sergeant or even a bad guy with a foreign accent. Did I mention I can do accents? Huh? That's pretty good, huh? Anyway, I'll be waiting to hear from you. Okay, bye.
Hi, have I reached the voicemail of Bryce Decker? I think we both know I have. Oh my goodness, Trey. When I saw that lights, camera, action match, and you brought the passion, the intensity of your character to defeating The Miz, I knew in that moment we could have no one else in this role. We are going to build a beautiful addition to this franchise, brick by brick, you and me, commitment and passion and soul. Oh, I don't know what to say about The Miz, except I am glad our paths are going separately. Look, call me. We have so much to discuss, so many production details, so many things to get rolling. Call me.
Hey man, just wanted to say congrats on beating The Miz. He and I had some issues when I first debuted in WWE too, so it never gets old seeing him get knocked down a peg. Maybe we'll cross paths one of these days. Funny how we always seem to be on opposite shows. Anyway, keep up the good work and look forward to seeing your movie when it comes out. Later.
Are you sick of going through life unrecognized and unappreciated? Well, what if I told you in just a few months I could make you famous around the world? Because that's what I did for WWE superstars Red and Trey. With my help and a sizable but fair tuition, they went from losers to bruisers. So if you want to get on the fast track to WWE success, there's only one place to do it: Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy. Fame and fortune is only one call away. So give me a ring, and I'll see you in the ring. Red and Trey did not authorize this message, and WWE success is highly unlikely.
And we're back after that word from our new sponsor, Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy.
I still think we would have gotten way more ad money out of the sod industry.
I guess the grass is always greener on the other side.
Damn it! See how easy it would have been to segue into their commercials?
Well, speaking of segues, let's not so smoothly segue into talking about The Miz and Trey battling over the lead role in Rank and File 4. Who are you pulling for in this one, Cole?
Miz all the way. It's insane that he even has to fight for the role at SummerSlam. In fact, if he somehow loses to Trey, I'm going to protest the movie by purchasing tickets to all the screenings in my area so no one can go see it. We'll see how those Hollywood bigwigs like that.
Wait, if you bought tickets to all the screenings, wouldn't the movie still make money?
What? Hey, do you want to poke holes in my plan, or do you want to be on the forefront of social justice?
Well, I'm actually hoping Trey wins, so yeah, I think I'm out on this one, buddy.
Fine. Be on the wrong side of history. Ooh, what if I hired a bunch of people to wait in line at the theater, so when moviegoers walk up, they decide to see a different movie because no one wants to wait in a long line? Poke a hole in that.
Well, usually when you see a line for something, it means it's pretty good. So that actually might cause more people to want to see the movie.
Christ! There's no way around this. Miz has to win.
Hey, thanks for the assist out there. And by the way, now that I've officially got the part again, it's not too late for me to pull some strings and get you a role.
I think I'm cool with sitting this one out.
Alright, well the door's open if I'm back for Rank and File 5. Although I heard R-Truth pitch the producers on making it an office drama with him as a star, and it's under strong consideration, so we'll see. Oh, by the way, I left tickets for my real parents again. No luck, though.
Still doing that, huh?
Yep. And who knows, maybe if they're not WWE fans, then they'll see me in the movie. Can't hurt.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, before you go out for your match, you mind signing my script?
Sure. May you always have a happy Ranksgiving.
See? It is catching on. Haha.
Busy night for you, huh? I mean, if I were defending my title against an opponent like me, I might be just a little more focused on my match.
Don't worry. I'm more than capable of helping a friend out and beating you in the same night.
Well, while you've been off auditioning for movies and getting in fights with your old high school bully, I've been training for our match. You see, it's become a bit personal for me. You might even say I feel disrespected by your attitude. It's like everything's easy for you, huh? You show up in WWE and just waltz your way to the top? Well, that makes me angry.
Didn't you do the exact same thing?
Not even close.
You're right. It's not the same. Because I didn't have a famous dad to help me get here. I've earned everything I have.
There it is again. Disrespect. And speaking of that, beating me is not even on your list as far as I can tell.
I only put my goals on there, not things I expect to do.
Fair enough. Well, after tonight, you'll have a new goal to put on your list. Take back the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte Flair.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
As we get started here, let me remind everybody that the title is on the line here tonight.
Yeah, but that's just a mere formality. The way I see it, there is no way we crown a new champion tonight.
Corey, tonight might very well be the night we crown a new champion.
And Saxton might move out of his parents' basement. Of course, there's a chance these things can happen, but let's be realistic. They're not going to happen. The Queen of WWE is here. Already a legend.
Corey, many people believe Charlotte may be the best pure athlete the women's division has ever seen.
It's hard to argue that statement. Charlotte Flair has backed up every claim she has made since arriving in WWE.
Tell me, guys, does she have a legitimate chance to win this match and walk out of here as a champion?
Of course she does, Cole. I mean, it might be less than 1%, but yes, she has a chance of becoming champion here tonight.
Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair. And introducing the champion from the pits of hell, the Raw Women's Champion, the Dumpster, Trevor.
This is for the Women's Championship. Sold out here. Everyone's standing in anticipation to see who truly is the best superstar in the women's division. We've heard coming into this match that Charlotte has felt disrespected by Red, especially considering Red did not put beating Charlotte on her list.
Well, the list has proven to be a great motivational tool for Red and Trey, but now we've seen its potential downside. It's promoting Red's opponent tonight, who's already imposing enough without extra motivation.
It's kind of similar to bulletin board material in sports when a player talks trash and provides some extra incentive for their opponent.
What would you know about that? Anyway, some of those points are good, but the time for talk is over. Let's find out who can back it up. Corey, Charlotte has so many tools she can use to defeat her opponent. Her athleticism, her power, her technical ability. What's the biggest strategy Charlotte needs to implement tonight?
Well, Cole, when it comes to the Queen, you can't get any better than her submission game. Her strategy tonight will most likely be to go after her opponent's knee to prepare for that figure 4 into the figure 8. One of the most lethal maneuvers from one of the most lethal female superstars.
Looking stunned here, guys.
Drop kick hits the mark.
The champ incoming. Oh, look at that splash!
I love it.
Moonsault. What does Charlotte need to do now to remain a factor in this match?
She needs to turn the tide here.
Powerbomb.
Goes into the pin. And again, she refuses to stay down.
She's not done yet.
Look at this raw power. And a spinning sit-out powerbomb. It's starting to come together in a big way.
She has become relentless at this point.
She's calling her out. Super kick!
Boom.
Off into the pin. 2 count.
Just barely, but it counts.
She wants it one more time. The champ has this one in hand now. Charlotte's just getting overwhelmed.
That's not something you see often for the Queen.
Retains the title.
This is where we can see where Charlotte fell short of her legacy.
Here is your winner and still the Raw Women's Champion, the Dumpster, Trevor.
She continues to impress with the win here tonight.
After witnessing what we just saw, I think we may be seeing one of the most...
Can you believe they're all the way up to rank and file 7 now?
No, I can't. I thought they would have stopped making them after your performance.
Wow. Didn't realize this was a roast.
No, it's just that you definitely had some interesting priorities earlier in your career. First, it was the movie. Then you were obsessed with getting your own action figure.
It was on the list since day 1.
Yeah, which made you super jealous when I got one before you did. Remember this? Are you still a little bit jealous?
No.
Are you sure?
I think you're exaggerating how I reacted.
Really? Because that's not how I remember it. check it out, my first action figure. Pretty cool, right?
Awesome. They really nailed the detail in your face.
You didn't even really look at it.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about action figures. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Literally no one says that. Wait, are you jealous because you don't have one yet?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, look, I get it. This was more your thing, but it's just an action figure.
It's more than that to me. Think of how you felt when I won a title in WWE before you did. It's like that, but 10 times worse.
Comparing titles to action figures might be a little extreme. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll wait and let you cross it off our list whenever you get one.
No, it's fine. Cross it off. You earned it.
I see you got your first action figure. We've had like 30 now, so it's kind of boring at this point.
Where's yours?
I think he might get one.
Well, that's awkward. I think even like Tom Phillips got one.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Well, that's true. He's lucky even to be on the roster.
Sorry, we got sidetracked with a private conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But since apparently you don't have an action figure, we like to give you ours.
Happy Rusev Day!
Do you think he heard what we said?
Who cares? He's a loser.
I heard he freaking jerks, and if I had an action figure of my own, I would team up with Red's action figure to kick your action figure stupid plastic butts.
Or even better, how about we take them down in real life?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Trust me.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introduced first from Area 51, weighing in at 240 pounds, Sherman Sheik Sherman Sharp. The atmosphere inside this arena for this one is absolutely insane, guys.
And if you think this is insane, just wait until this thing kicks into high gear. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay.
I'd say that he's among the most prideful superstars on the roster today.
Well, when you accomplish what he's been able to accomplish, Michael, you have every right to be proud of yourself.
Pits of Hell, the Raw Women's Champion, the Dumpster, Trevor. Guys, this one promises to be absolutely amazing.
But as they say, promises are made to be broken, Michael. Though in this case, I think we're safe.
Seems to me, guys, like she's incredibly proud of what she's been able to accomplish as of late.
She should be proud, Michael. It's not easy to do what she's been able to do, but she also has to be careful not to become complacent.
Today is Rusev Day. And from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone.
Okay, so no matter how you feel about this made-up holiday, what it has done is provide virtual jet fuel for the confidence of Rusev, who is more driven than we've ever seen him.
Or he just said it was made up. Byron, when's your birthday?
August 20th.
Cancel Rusev Day. You can keep denying all you want, Saxton, but the fact remains every day is Rusev Day. Ask Santa Claus. Ask the Easter Bunny. They all celebrate Rusev Day.
Dare bring up Santa Claus.
I just did it. The Ravishing Russian.
And from Moscow, the Ravishing Russian, Lana!
I heard Booker T might have learned a little variation of his spinneroonie from Lana. I actually heard the same thing. I'm going to double check with my sources and get some verification on that.
Well, tell me you guys didn't just say that.
Lana, extremely beautiful, incredibly talented in the ring, has improved immensely during her time here in WWE. WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures.
But from what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but when am I going to get my own action figure?
Never. Never, ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton.
Oh, what a kick.
Ooh. It's Lana with the offense.
Spear! She got out of the way there. Her evasion techniques are on point. Tornado.
Boom. Ooh, brutal body shot.
Lana may be slowing some here. Beautiful back kick. And it's reversed.
Paying for that mistake.
She's slowing down here, guys.
Slowing down. She's stuck in park, Cole.
Rusev competing here tonight. The super athlete is looking as fast and strong as ever. Defeating Rusev is a tall order. So how can his opponent do it? Corey, I'll start with you.
Well, firstly, I wouldn't pick a fight with Rusev on Rusev Day. That's just foolish. Secondly, this hurts to say, Rusev's been distracted by his own allies, namely Lana and Aiden English.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
He isn't going to go away that easy.
Had it scouted. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there. And there's the reversal from Rusev.
Oh, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. Going back to our discussion on strategy against Rusev, Corey mentioned that Rusev's friends derailed the Bulgarian Brute in the past. Do you agree, Byron?
Oh, yeah, Michael. Lana proved to be a distraction when Rusev competed against the likes of Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler. And Aiden English's theatrics have sometimes detracted from the task at hand, too.
And again, yet another counter. What should Lana try to do differently at this stage to stay in this thing?
She got her shoulder up, and we continue.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
She wants to finish this. Super kick! Boom! Shoulders down to the kick.
I have to question that decision, Michael.
Ooh, brutal body shot.
Nice body kick. not what she was looking for.
Oh, could this be it? Bang! Super kicks in stereo.
And shoulders are down.
What a way to end this mixed tag match.
Here are your winners.
And the celebration's underway. Now that's having a game plan and executing it to perfection. And that's the kind of action we've come to expect here on Raw. What an amazing match.
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that, you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course! Stand up and take a bow, Mickie, you deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win Women's Tag Team Championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts, the Iconics. We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is a part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favourites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey?
Because Mickey's so old, get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before, so what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match, and I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win, you end my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickey with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so, they violated Law 3. Red and Mickey are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match with the stipulation that if Red and Mickey can defeat the Iconics, they earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickey James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickey are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the Iconics. Look, no one wants to see a pioneer like Mickey James have her career come to an end, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and I have a feeling it'll be sooner, as in tonight, at the hands of the tag team champions. Elbow finds its mark.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
In the corner. This is not where she wants to be, Michael. I can tell you that.
Tagged in. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic t-shirt, you can hear an audible groan from the crowd.
I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself.
STO! Reverses, can she take advantage?
When you look at this,
it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
She returns the favor there. When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I partially agree with Corey. Yes, she should have self-confidence, but to call herself iconic? I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Trish Stratus and Mae Young.
Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxton? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do, period.
struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
Oh, she fails to make the tag.
Talk about getting denied at the worst possible time.
Harsh impact.
Ooh, brutal body shot. What a great job by Peyton Royce to take advantage.
Oh, saw it coming.
There's a kick, and Peyton Royce is fading fast here, guys.
She's got nothing left, guys. If she doesn't make a tag soon, this match is over. It's that simple.
Once more, setting it
Oh,
up.
man. Sent a message with that one.
That's one way to get your frequent flyer miles.
Left jab. And we have our winners.
Here are your winners, the Dumpster, Trevor, and Mickey James.
That was a big pinfall victory right there.
What we just saw there was a doctorate class in tag team competition. They just took the game to a whole other level.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf. That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match, which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag. Or willy willy tag, as we say down under. Hey Mickey, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career. We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we have breaking news. Ooh. The new team of Red and Mickey James will get a tag team championship opportunity at Super Showdown.
You neglected to mention it will be an Australian rules tag match in front of the Iconics' home crowd. I think all of that adds up to this being Mickey James's final match.
You know, as our resident WWE expert, I have to mention that Ric Flair faced a similar career-ending stipulation years ago, and he went on to win quite a few matches before Shawn Michaels eventually retired him at WrestleMania. I think this situation could motivate Mickey James to go on a similar winning streak.
Ric Flair and Mickey James are two completely different people in two completely different eras. Besides, Flair was competing in singles matches, not as part of a team, which means Mickey's career is not only in her own hands, but also Red's. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, if anyone can handle that kind of pressure, it's Red. She's been a champion everywhere she's gone, and her win-loss record is one of the best we've ever seen. Not to mention, Mickey James is a hero of hers. I mean, the last thing Red wants to do is let her down.
But that win-loss record you mentioned is from singles matches. Red's never been part of a team. Meanwhile, the Iconics have been teaming for years. They grew up together.
Okay. Can we at least agree that it was a good thing that Red and Mickey interrupted the Iconics' rules of cricket?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was kind of interested to learn more about it. Seems like a cool sport.
Seriously?
Maybe we should start talking about cricket on the show. Would probably get about as much time as MMA does.
Here we go again. All right, fine. I'll wrap this up by saying I firmly believe we'll see new tag team champions coming out of Super Showdown, and more importantly, Mickie James will go on to fight another day.
Sorry, can you read all that? I was reading about cricket.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is an Australian rules tag team match. It is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship from the pits of hell. The Dumpster Trevor.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
They're on their feet! For Mickie!
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James!
Seeing Mickie James make her way to the ring, it's amazing that over the course of her career, she's never lost that love of competition or her infectious, peppy attitude for even a second.
Mickey's still chasing titles and enjoying the adoration of the WWE Universe.
Like all the in-ring greats, she has that never say die spirit that just can't be held down.
Champ comes into his title defense incredibly confident, Corey.
And with good reason, Cole. When you're the champ, you don't have to worry about winning. You just have to make sure you don't lose. That is the champion's advantage. Matchups like these are why I love tag team wrestling.
You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans in an Australian rules tag team championship match.
And don't forget, Red and Mickie have the added pressure of Mickie's career being on the line. If they lose, this chapter of Mickie's life is officially over.
That's all true, but we shouldn't ignore the fact that Red has added Women's Tag Team Championships with Mickie James to her list. And she has a very successful track record when it comes covered by the champ.
Plenty of fight left.
Nice kick out.
She's got her.
All right, that well scouted.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there. KO punch.
Earth-shaking power slam.
Oh, there's the Irish curse. Drop kick.
Hurricanrana.
She's taken to the floor when she can be ever so dangerous.
She's ready for something big.
Perched up top.
Nobody home. There was a lot of force behind that one, too.
And she's back in the ring now.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Get back here. Leg lariat. Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickie, and by extension, Mickie's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickie have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal. Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
The champ trying to roll with these hits.
Royce got her there. And it's Billie Kay showing some agility.
This could be huge. She's in control. And now she gets her for a second time.
Third time's a charm, Cole. Remember that as this match goes on.
Shoulders up. Peyton Royce kicking out with ease.
Billie Kay showing such creativity.
High knee right between the shoulders.
Snap suplex, very effective.
Oh, double boots.
Double DDT!
Nice right hand.
Look at this. Oh, nice. Mickie James with cover for the championship. And there's the save. Eludes the attack. Black Mass. Lights out. Ah, this is devastating. Single leg Boston Crab. Peyton's in trouble. What's Peyton gonna do here? And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive. She's still in this one.
Nice step up Enziguri. Right in the ear. The women's revolution is turned into the women's evolution. Oh, this is dangerous right here. And it looks like this one's going out to the floor. Back between the ropes. Ooh, brutal body shot. Kick right to the body. The champ in a worst case scenario.
And things look bleak right now.
And it's Mickie James making a move.
Rapid fire chops left and right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, spiking DDT.
And into the count. There's two. Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match, that list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. It probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my tag team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Aw, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2K25?
I do, but hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Here comes Mickie James. A six-time champion. What about you, Byron? What do you think the challenger has to do to be successful here tonight?
She's definitely impressed in the weeks leading up to this match. If she can replicate those types of performances, she has a real chance of walking out of here as the winner.
Introducing the challenger, from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James! And introducing the champion, from Yamaguchi, Japan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Kairi Sane!
We're about to see which woman rules the landscape around here. Ever since Mickie James teamed with Red and won the tag team title, she's been riding an unexpected wave of success to avoid retirement. Tonight, she has the opportunity to continue her winning streak and become SmackDown Live Women's Champion if she can defeat Kairi Sane.
I know I've said it before, but I think tonight is the night Mickie's luck expires, especially without her partner Red to bail her out of any tough situations.
Well, tonight is truly the end of the line for Mickie. It has been one heck of a final run. Setting up for a neckbreaker. It took less than a month for Kairi Sane to immediately become one of WWE's top talents, and she did so by winning the first ever Mae Young Classic.
Oh, gosh. Champ taking the worst end of the exchange.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Whoa, impressive. You can say that again. I never thought she'd break free from that one.
Not looking good right now.
Mickie James seizing the moment that time.
Whoa, it's another reversal. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Mickie James setting a frenetic pace. Maintain the aggression.
Face crusher. Byron brought up Kairi Sane's arrival as part of the Mae Young Classic. She joined a field featuring 32 of the best women competitors from around the globe and conquered some tough opposition to take home the trophy.
In order to win the tournament, Sane beat some of the top NXT competitors, including Dakota Kai, Bianca Belair, future NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. So yeah, the Pirate Princess definitely earned that treasure.
This one's about the Women's Championship, and nothing means more to these women than that title. Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys. Vicious, aggressive attacks. And finds a counter. Mickie James with a Mick kick. Shoulders down. Championship on the line. New champion. No, that was so close. And it's Mickie James making a move.
Oh, spiking DDT. She's got the ropes, and the pin is broken.
She scores big with the counter. Looking to lock it in. Oh, the Pirate Princess! And the ropes break this one up.
Great ring awareness there, Michael.
Such a dynamic maneuver from Sane.
Kairi Sane is so...
Uh-oh. Got all of it.
This might be it.
Oh, and she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael. Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
Kick right to the body. Spin kick to the midsection. Boom, what a kick. Back suplex.
All measured up.
Ah, drop kick to the spine. And look at the quickness by Sane. Finds a way to reverse. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Mickie James was able to get out of there.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Good night.
Good grief.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
Another big move. Insane elbow. Gonna see a new champ.
And Mickie James might have just secured the victory.
The unbelievable streak continues. Mickie James is now one half of the tag team champions and your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Somehow, Mickie continues to defy the odds. It's like every time she's backed into a corner, she somehow finds a new way to escape. Congratulations, Mickie. You earned every bit of this.
I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickie has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see two ways for you to get what you want. But the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickie were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickie would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number two, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickie exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Hey, Mickie. I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title. And I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best. And I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
guys, the title is up for grabs here.
And this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory.
Well, she certainly has her work cut out for her. And Byron, tell me, what do you think of her chances here tonight?
Well, given how dominant the champs looked as of late, I have to say that I'm not wild about her chances here tonight. But hey, crazier things have happened.
You know, when you think headline, a pay-per-view, who do you think of? This woman right here, Mickie James. A six-time champion. Well, Mickie James is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about that. She's accomplished it all in her career. One of the most bubbly personalities in WWE history, Mickie James. Not to mention a great country singer. I've got it on my playlist. You do? I do. That's pretty awesome.
Introducing the challenger from the pits of hell, the Dumpster, Trevor. And introducing the champion from Richmond, Virginia, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Mickie James.
This is for the Women's Championship. Sold out here. Everyone standing in anticipation to see who truly is the best superstar in the women's division. Months ago, Red essentially resuscitated her idol Mickie James' career. Tonight, after issuing her an open and honest challenge, she may now cause it to come to a sudden conclusion.
If you ask me, Red's being extremely selfish. She's prioritizing the list and her individual goals ahead of her tag team championship and her supposed friend's career.
You may feel that way, but from all accounts, Mickie James was completely fine with how Red approached her regarding this match. She even said if she was going to lose her title and her career, she'd want it to be to Red.
Well, I, for one, will never understand that.
Kick right to the leg.
Oh, that was nice.
What impact. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Mickie James seizing the moment that time.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oof. Tornado.
Mickie James was able to get out of there.
Changes her fortune there. And over into a suplex.
Look at this.
Narrowly avoiding trouble.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Would have a stiff neck for a while. She's got her where she wants her. Super kick! Boom! Some hard offense landing on the champ.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there. Nice drop kick.
She goes to the outside now.
I think she's starting to get worried, Michael.
Kick right to the midsection. She steers clear there. Bringing it back into the ring. Launches off the top rope. Step up Enziguri right in the ear.
When you look at this, it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
Oh, going right after the neck.
Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display.
The champ's take. Mickie James appears to be on her last legs.
I'm sorry.
Red hits the Mick kick.
Is this the end for Mickie James?
It's all over. Red is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And as a result, Mickie James' historic career has come to an end.
Red ended Mickie's career with her own move. What a true friend.
I think it was actually a sign of respect to do it that way.
Yeah, it was almost like a tribute.
You know, it would have been a good tribute, continuing to defend the tag championship and not ending your idol's career.
You deserve this moment.
A nice gesture from our new champion, Red, giving Mickie James a chance to say goodbye to the WWE Universe.
No matter how I feel about Red right now, I do want to say thank you to Mickie James. You will be missed.
Thank you, Mickie.